this archaeology? Get out of there, Dan!
Alrighty. We're unmuted. I should get that out of my face. But hello, junior archaeologists. Welcome to You Call This Archaeology. I almost called this Happy Archaeology Fun Time, but that's something else.
And this is also not Happy Archaeology Fun Time, so saying junior archaeologist might be offensive to, like, Patrick Sieverts, who's on here.
Really?
He's definitely not a junior archaeologist.
Bah. We're all junior archaeologists at heart.
That's right.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
Not to start out the show on a completely weird tangent, but the other day I was running, and someone said, I wish I had your calves. And I'm like, alright, that just comes from, like, climbing up all those mountains.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I'm not even joking about that. I wish I was, sort of.
So I've got my headphones on for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to check the levels. We've got a slightly different recording setup because our normal studio is actually in use.
Yeah.
So we're actually in the makerspace here at the Reno Collective, if you happen to be local. Because I did share this to the Reno Collective members group.
Ooh.
So yeah. So if you happen to be watching this and you're local, we have two 3D printers working real hard back here. One's making some sort of evil device, and the other one's making a AA battery dispenser.
Oh, and there's also really good security here, just in case.
Yes, yes. Sure there is. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're here recording. I'm gonna make sure.
Oh, how do we sound?
We sound okay.
I did have to turn it down because according to this, we were definitely maxing out.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to figure out the different levels on this device because we haven't plugged in with these mics and this interface before the Zoom H6. So
ooh, let us know how we're sounding, by the way, because I am fooling around with the mixer here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just turned Richie way up too, by the way. So
yay!
because his minus dB switch was gone.
Oh.
Was done. Yeah. So that changes things a bit.
By the way, they can't see it, but I love that LCD. That's
I know.
Something you don't get on the H5.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. I love it. I've got compression turned on, which is good because it does compression on its own, but I can't affect it. But
wait, really?
yeah.
Wow.
But I can't alter the compression. I can use presets. So
Oh.
anyway, I'm going to take these headphones off. So just so you guys know, I've got the iPad over here that's telling us your comments, but the way this ridiculous interface works with Facebook, I can only see like 3 lines at a time.
Really?
So if I miss something, apologies. I'm going to scroll down occasionally and see what you guys have and what you're saying. So I'm going to talk about 3D printing in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
But I want to wait because if you're watching this, or maybe you picked it up and you're starting from the beginning, if you could even do that, I want to know if you could 3D print something for archaeology, what would it be? And I don't mean like a new handle for your shovel. I mean something new.
Oh.
Although a new handle for your shovel that's like segmented, maybe comes out like one of those, swords.
Years ago, I still got it, obviously, but, Marshalltown sells a trowel holster.
I thought about that.
Yeah, but I was thinking a tactical one.
Ah, yeah. Like a black tactical trowel holster that you could make out of 3D print?
Yes.
Yeah.
And just like, oh my god, that'd be so badass. And just put it like right here on my vest.
Nice.
People obviously can't picture my vest right now.
Nice. That's your job to design that. I'll print it.
More importantly, people might be surprised I'm not wearing my other hat. But that's because I literally just finished running and came here.
I know, you don't match your, well, I've never matched my icon, but you don't match yours at all.
I know.
Yeah, so. Someday we need to come in, like, actually dressed like this and wearing these things, and just so we can match our icons. I know, but not with the sunglasses.
That's true, but then mine just turned dark outside.
Nice. Okay, well, you said you had a list of topics, Richie. Let's do it. What do you got?
Oh my god, all the computer stuff.
Oh,
I wonder, oh my god, earlier today, I guess I should start at the beginning. Last week or the week before, the desktop that I was using to stream on PC, on my TV. Yo.
You guys need any emergency voiceover work?
Yes.
No, we don't. Come in and say hi.
Ooh, you should.
Hello?
To all three people.
This is the
There's some latency here. I can't see myself.
30 seconds.
30 seconds?
30 seconds. This is Mike Henderson, the reason that we are actually not in our studio right now.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, and your podcast is?
All Terrain Podcast, check it out.
Woo.
That's right.
Oh, there I am.
There I am. It's actually a really great podcast for archaeologists because you learn how to set your vehicle up and not die.
Yep.
That's
Yay.
right. Yeah.
I can't see myself. Oh, 30 seconds. Darn it.
30 seconds.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Thanks. All right. So.
Oh wait, where was I? But my computer, my streaming media desktop died. It used to be my main desktop, but
Yeah.
then I got a PC.
Yes.
Anyway, so I brought it in, and like I brought it into a good shop, or at least it used to be good.
Mm-hmm.
It's the place where I always have my computer repaired. Computers repaired.
Yeah.
And today I was having the most inane conversation with someone. First off, they call up, and they're like, all right, well, your hard drive's bad. I'm like, all right, put in a new one. And then they're like, and we're looking at your hard drive, and, there's some files you might be able to recover. It's $150. And I'm like, then what about the backup hard drive I brought in? So they're like, oh. So I call back an hour later, did you ever find my backup hard drive? And they're like, yeah, we found it. Now then, it'll be $150 to recover some files off of this and transfer it onto your new hard drive. I'm like, and I should point out that the first time my hard drive died, because I was using Time Machine.
Yeah.
But I found a heavy-dutier Mac backup called Super Duper. It essentially makes a mirror clone of your drive. So you just plug it in and it's ready to go. Because I thought, well, maybe if I'm in the field and my hard drive dies, how am I going to ever go on the computer?
Right.
So that's why I got that. And so I was explaining this to the field technician dude, whoever was on the other end of the phone. He's like, all right, so do you want us to recover like some files off of this hard drive and put it onto your new one? I'm like, it's a mirror of my main hard drive. Like, I literally just backed it up. Like, you should be able to plug it in and run that computer off of this. He's like, all right, we'll get back to you. So nice. I'm like, maybe the shop isn't as good as I remembered, because they used to be amazing.
Nice.
Like, the first time, obviously we're filming this camera, the first time I had a corrupted memory card, they were able to just pull everything off of it. Every file I ever put onto that SD card. And stuff like that. And I've been using them ever since.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened to them.
So it's a good lesson for people with, computer issues in the field, to think of backups and things like that. Because I don't know how many times I've been just terrified that my computer is just going to absolutely die, and I'm sitting in Ely, Nevada, with no way to fix it.
Yeah.
So having a mirror backup of your hard drive is actually a pretty solid plan.
See?
Yeah.
Because I was originally I was typing up Time Machine and see how to set it up better, and then all the responses came back. Time Machine's all right, but it's not really that great. I mean, it's good.
It's good for files.
Yeah.
But it's not good for your entire hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, use this program. That way, you still have a computer.
Right.
As long as nothing else is wrong with it.
It's good to remember for field techs, too, and traveling archaeologists, because, I mean, even if you take good care of your computer, let's say you take the best care of your computer you possibly can.
Yeah.
But the best care of your computer you possibly can still means taking it in and out of a bag, putting it in your vehicle, taking it into the hotel room, moving it around 700 times a year. It's a lot of stress.
And more importantly, no one knows what the maid does.
Well, yeah, and that's where good passwords come into play. And Panda Terry here is saying, this is why I handle that kind of thing myself. And back up everything in multiple locations. All hail the cloud.
Oh, I thought about that too. But, obviously, I did all the super duper stuff before all the cloud stuff came in. Much more importantly, most hotels have terrible Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and thank you for subscribing, because he's one of the new subscribers.
Oh, nice.
To to Happy Archaeology Fun Time.
Yeah, to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as my computer is back, I basically just going to batch upload. Because now that I have Chromecast, oh my god, I can get an updated report on that. But
yeah.
But now that I have Chromecast, it's like, man, I hardly even need a computer anymore.
Nice.
TV.
Nice.
Although, my god, I don't know if you've been paying attention to Facebook today, but YouTube figured out a new way to screw people.
Oh, yeah?
Because you know how when you reach $100, right?
Yeah.
They give you your money.
Right.
Well, now they're not doing that anymore. All that money's gone. You cannot monetize your videos unless you get a certain number of views within a certain number of days, and it's like a crazy amount. And previously when they did that, it was like 10,000 views, but you were grandfathered in. But everyone now who doesn't meet that, including me, is kicked off.
Wow.
And all the money I had accumulated is all gone.
So it seems like, why would people even allow ads to be put on their videos through monetization? Because you can turn that off.
I know.
Why would you even do that? It seems like YouTube will lose a lot of revenue doing that. If everybody just shuts that off until they start getting all the views, then turn it on.
See?
Yeah.
I'm already doing that. I'm going to do that as soon as I can. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, what happened there if you're not getting any of the money?
See?
Yeah.
I mean, what am I at now? $13.
Of course, there's something to be said for them running the servers and making sure the platform is upright. I mean, that takes a lot of money, so they need to take some of that advertising revenue in. But they're already taking most of it anyway. They just give pennies on the ad dollars.
See?
So yeah, who knows? All right. Well, last week we talked a little bit about your side hustle activity.
Yeah.
How's your digital marketing course coming along?
Oh my god, well I'm done with that, and now I am just setting up the website, and it's amazing, because some of these tools, like at first I thought it's very cynical, some of these tools,
Yeah.
but in reality, what these tools do is they let you see what people are actually looking for,
Right.
and that way you just match up what they're looking for with what you have.
Yeah.
So like CRM Archaeology, which is what I typed up.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those things I realized, because CRM Archaeology podcast shows up, the Archaeology Podcast Network shows up,
Yeah.
but what doesn't show up is ACRA or RPA. There's nowhere. Like you can like go in 50 pages, you know, like you can do a Google search and go in like 50 pages and they won't show up anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, well then what are these organizations for?
Right.
I mean, do they even still run ACRA-L? And I bet some people out there
No.
don't even know what that is.
They don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, they created a forum on their website a little over a year ago for that replaced Acro. So it's basically a listserv, which is a horrific way to communicate with people, you know.
Unless it's 1999.
Yeah, and that's the only way you can. But that's such an excellent point, though, because you know all these services they have Twitter, they have Facebook, they have these things because somebody who was 25 years old said you need to have these things, and now they have no one to run them.
Yeah.
I remember at one point I was actually talking to somebody about the RPA LinkedIn page.
They have a LinkedIn page?
Right? They have a group. They have a group for professional archaeologists.
They do?
But here's the problem. If you're going to have a group of professional archaeologists that are actually linked to the register, right?
Yeah.
One would think that this group would just be people who are current registered professional archaeologists with the RPA, right?
Yeah.
So they would think that somebody is going to have to monitor that, and then anytime somebody leaves the register or doesn't pay their dues, they've got to cross-check that member list with the group and then boot them out of the group, right?
Yeah.
Well, they've never had anyone do that, and they've got a massive list of people waiting to get in. This was like 3 years ago. I was talking to somebody at the RPA, one of the presidents at the time, Garrow, actually, when he was president.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him about the LinkedIn group. I was talking about a conference, I think, at the SAs, I think, at his table.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, what's up with that? And he's like, well, we need somebody to run it. Do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah. And I sent him my email, and then they never got back to me with contact details. And it turns out the person who was running the group, and this is how LinkedIn works, it's like the RPA is not running it, somebody has to set that up.
Yeah.
So the person they had running it is no longer associated with the RPA. They can't get into the group. They don't know what's going on. So I don't know what's happening.
Oh.
But that's where all the services are sitting. Like ACRA and them, they're doing work.
Yeah.
They're an organization. They're actually doing work. ACRA does things, but they don't tell anybody about it.
Oh, more importantly, we should probably tell them what ACRA and RPA is, just in case they don't know. Like,
Yeah.
or they're like Europeans.
Well, I kind of mentioned RPA, Registered Professional Archaeologist, and then ACRA is the American Cultural Resources Association. And really, what they are is they're kind of a, how do I put it? They're kind of a special interest group for archaeology, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and companies that are associated with that. It's not just archaeology, but cultural resources in general.
Yeah.
So they have an office in Washington, D.C., and they politic for us while we can't do it. You know, that's what they're supposed to do. You know.
I feel like a lot of people out there would say they're doing a terrible job, but...
Well, you know, it really just depends. I don't know. We don't know a lot of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, so I'm not going to actually,
All right.
you know...
Sorry to
have an
trash
opinion
talk you
on
then.
it.
But more
No,
importantly,
well-
if you type in cultural resources management, cultural resources, they don't show up anywhere.
Right.
Like,
right.
they're not anywhere. Like, if Google can't find you, then do you really exist?
Well, that's true. Probably not. Go search yourself in Bing and see if you show up. Yeah, or Yahoo, for that matter.
Oh, and more importantly, it also, like, thanks to this research I've been doing, I've actually come up with video ideas.
Yeah?
Like a bazillion of them. I actually started writing scripts again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just gotta, like, you know, I just gotta upload the backlog, which is like 8 or 9 videos. I'm behind.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Because it's interesting what people are looking for. And, like, what shows up first. Like, Dig Ventures. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Dig Ventures. I kind of forget what they're about. They're like, you know, sort of like a crowdfunded thing?
Well, they're out of the UK.
Yeah.
And they're an organization that tries to get archaeology projects crowdfunded.
Yeah.
So they sponsor projects, and they have this whole thing, and you can go use your money to sponsor an archaeology project.
And more. It's not like
yeah.
a CRM project, is it? It's,
Well, no, they're in the UK,
Yeah.
so I think they're typically more academic projects and things
Yeah.
like that. CRM projects are already funded.
yeah.
You know, they don't need funding.
Yeah.
They might need more funding for different things, but that's a whole other issue. They're typically things that people want to do. I don't know what their requirements are for getting your project listed with Dig Ventures. I don't know if they have any certain legal issues or what has to happen, but you know, that's what it is.
But more importantly, when you type in cultural resources management, they're one of the first ones that comes up on the first page.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sad.
They actually just did their first project in the United States, or
I
they're
saw
doing
that.
it this year, one of those two things.
Yeah.
I don't know if they already did it or if they're doing it. So
But it's like always non-CRM organizations show up first ahead
Yeah.
of like the official ones, or even companies.
yeah. I need to work on DigTech's SEO, so I show up at the top of that.
Ooh, actually,
Alright.
that wouldn't be that hard. As well, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not going to go into it totally, but the competition's actually surprisingly low. But for some reason, companies have money to throw around, so it's actually expensive to buy ads.
Yeah, I will give you the rest of this soda if you get DigTech to the top of the page. So
That actually wouldn't be that hard.
yeah, see, that's why you only get half a soda.
Fine.
Yeah.
And I also learned that there's a company that's right down the street from here that I want to apply for. As soon as I do some as soon as I write up an intro letter and do some more research about them. I just don't want to be like colorblind.
Is this in the digital marketing realm or something else? Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
like I was looking at the views that they put up of their office. Like, wow, that's right next to here. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those big buildings. I guess I shouldn't say big. It's one of the tall buildings on California.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, because
Well,
you
that'd
can see
be
like
handy.
the Pioneer Center and everything.
There you go.
And I'm like, man, I'd even do something like maybe Inter or something, anything.
Yeah, just to get going on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Sometimes you got to do that to get your foot in the door.
Especially now, since that other job is not going so well at all.
I mean, it's going well. You just don't like it.
No,
Right.
I got my first write-up.
Oh, really?
Because they redid the way that you enter and log in your time on the computer
Yeah.
to judge productivity. And so they rejiggered it so that essentially everyone fails. So they
nice.
gave a whole bunch of people write-ups because they keep hiring people.
Yeah.
And so they want to cycle people out so they can get new people in.
Nice.
That way they don't have to like pay any like benefits or raise their salaries or anything.
That sounds about right. Well, let's transition to something a little more pleasant, though, but still in the side hustle realm.
Oh, good.
Yes, I've added a few more affiliate links to the APN page. One just
I saw
today.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't see that one.
No, just today I added it. So if you go to APN, arcpodnet.com/affiliate, is it, or affiliates?
I think it's plural.
I thought it was affiliates. Yeah, try both of them. Anyway, you click on those links and they'll take you directly to the websites, but the good thing is the APN gets a little cut if you actually do something there, but it's not like you're being charged just for clicking on the link. You can go check it out.
Yeah.
Just if you end up spending money there, then we get a little kickback to help us keep the lights on and to 3D print more APN logos. But anyway,
Yeah.
the two I added on there, one is actually part of our affiliate with our new store, which is from TeePublic.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, TEE Public. And if you go to TeePublic and then type in archaeology or type in ArcPodNet, you'll see we have 4 designs up there right now. Actually 3 designs, but one of them is a black version and a white version, so you can have dark colors or light colors. But the cool thing about TeePublic, similar to like Vistaprint and stuff like that, they have a ton of stuff that you can put your logo on. So
wait, keep talking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check something up there. Go
So
ahead.
we got T-shirts and we've got coffee mugs and phone cases, laptop cases, all kinds of stuff. We can put all this stuff on our logo, and you just choose which one you want. And the great thing about TeePublic is the APN gets a really high percentage of the revenue from that.
Oh, although I will point something out.
Yeah.
The APN, the show, I was looking for a hoodie, and apparently the link on the Squarespace site still goes to the old thing. Still goes to the old TeePublic page, and I was looking for hoodies, and I couldn't find them.
It goes to the T-mail page?
Yeah, it goes...
I need to refine that. You got to click on the text down below.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
fix all these links as we get the store going.
But the only way I was able to find it was by signing up through the email.
Oh.
So the email link works properly, but the one on the page still takes you to the old one, so you can only buy T-shirts if you go to the
Oh, that's weird.
Archaeology Podcast Network.
Okay, all right. Well, that's weird. I'll fix that, and I'm working on it because I was waiting to really flesh out the TeePublic offerings on the APN website.
Oh, yeah.
Because I actually had a good hour-long call with one of the owners of TeePublic today.
Really?
Yeah, they're a really small company, and they just call you, and they did. You just
Yeah.
talk to them. So anyway, we were talking, and there's a lot of cool things we can do. And one of the reasons it's up there, let me just cut right to the chase. That's our basically affiliate link. So when you click on that in the affiliate side of things, it will take you to TeePublic, and you can set up your own account really fast. And you can upload your own design ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just have your own stuff right on there that people can buy, and then you get a cut.
And more importantly, for those of you out there, that's like TeePublic is one of the standard ones that like all YouTubers use.
Is it really? Yeah, nice.
Like, I don't know if you watch Philip DeFranco, but he suggests that.
Well, and here's the other cool thing. Since I had a call with this guy, he's one of the ones that typically goes to the conferences too, and he's going to another conference called Podfest in Orlando.
Are you going?
No, I can't go to Podfest. It's in like 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just too busy. So, but anyway, he's going to Podfest, and he was telling me he's bringing like a tote bag and, you know, a bunch of shirts and different things from the APN that he's going to sell at that podcast conference.
Really?
Yeah, because that's what they do. They have a bunch of racks and shirts and stuff. You can go learn about TeePublic, but you can also buy swag from your favorite shows. And he's choosing, because he loves our logos, and he's choosing to bring some of our stuff to this conference for people to buy.
Neat.
Yeah, and we'll still get the cut even if they sell it at the conference.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And another cool thing is with TeePublic, if you do happen to put some designs up there for yourself and you want to sell them somewhere, they will drop ship wholesale wise to you. They'll send you some stuff. Like, I'm going to get some stuff for the SCA conference we're going to in March.
Ooh.
I got to figure out what I want to do and what the quantities are, because I basically have to pay for all of it and then sell it myself.
Oh, I was thinking beer koozies still.
They don't have beer koozies.
That's true. But you know, a company here in town will do them for $100 or $80 or something and give you 100.
All right, if somebody wants to donate $100 to the APN, we'll send you 10 free beer koozies and sell the rest.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm working with what we have right now. Hey, we got a bunch of people watching right now, so that's really cool. I'm working with what we have right now on TeePublic, and again, if you click on the affiliate link, you can start your own account. And we'll also, there's a weird profit sharing kind of thing. If you didn't want your own account, but you wanted to send us a design idea that we can sell under the APN name, every one of those designs, we can give you a cut of our cut, basically, and TeePublic works out the whole cost-sharing kind of thing on that.
Yeah.
So look for all of our podcast logos and maybe some catchphrases, like I want to see a cool shirt design that doesn't just have You Call This Archaeology as our icon, but has You Call This Archaeology in like other ways on there. So think about that. So we're going to have all that stuff on the TeePublic store in the next couple months. So the other affiliate link I put up real quick is from a company called Upend PR, UPEND PR. And I actually met the guy who runs that, Josh Elledge. He's really famous in, like, I guess PR circles. He was on QVC for a long time. I didn't know him, but I'm not plugged into that scene.
Yeah.
And what he does is public relations for people and getting them speaking engagements and things like that. So one of the ways you can do your side hustle, especially if you've got a lot of experience in this field and you know what you're talking about, you can get with Upend PR. Now, it's not cheap. I think their lowest subscription level is $399 a month. But if one of the things you want to do is get into public speaking and being noticed as like an industry expert in your local area, like you get on this one service that has where local news reporters will just search there and say, I need an expert in this. And then they'll contact you.
Wait a second. Did you sign up for that? Are you going to be a speaker?
I've been looking at it and talking to him, actually. Josh keeps talking to me about doing this. So
see?
Yeah.
Oh my God, see you on Channel 8, whatever their call letters are.
I know. So I've signed up for a few things on there. I haven't gone full package on them yet, but I am interested in doing some public speaking type stuff.
See?
But not just public speaking, but like paid speaking gigs. I want to go have that be kind of part of my side hustle, and go to places and give talks. But for me, my side hustle is not just talking about archaeology and things like that, because actually I feel like my expert knowledge in that is actually kind of limited. I can talk generally about cultural resource management. I can talk about regulations. I can talk about things like that. But if, my fear is that somebody finds a bone or something and they call me and say, tell us all about this. Well, I don't know anything about that. I mean, I can speak generally, like I said, but
even better.
I know. Anyway, I'm also going to list myself up there for podcasting and things like that.
Ooh.
And just public outreach and podcasting and all that other stuff. So yeah. Anyway, arcpodnet.com/affiliates. Check those out. Again, you don't have to pay when you click on them, but just go check them out and see if there's something that fits, and you can maybe make some extra money on the side. So.
And for those of you who are looking for a reference, TeePublic is pretty much just like T-Fury. For those of you who are super nerdy and like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And prices are also roughly comparable.
Right. So yeah, if you've got any design ideas for TeePublic and you wanted to just shoot them our way,
Yeah.
we'll make sure. I mean, we'll make sure you at least get a free T-shirt or sweatshirt or something like that if you send us an idea and we put it on the store, if we use it. And then you don't have to set up an account or anything. We'll just throw it right up on there. And Chris at archaeologypodcastnetwork.com.
Yeah, and by stuff we mean like if you've ever done like illustration for reports, and suddenly you want to like a sideball.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, some of the cool stuff that could be up there there's some really good like projectile point drawers, artifact drawers, and things like that. And you look at some of the stuff that are on there, and I mean, there's some really cool things that could be up there. So yeah.
Or if you want your project map.
I was actually imagining kind of a beer can, all sort of a sketch line drawing kind of thing.
Yeah.
But a beer can kind of tilted a little bit, and somebody trying to crack open the beer can with a projectile point that's really well drawn, and just underneath it says just like hashtag archaeologist.
Oh my god.
But I can't draw that. Like, I have no skills.
Oh my god, I've actually been looking into getting a new tablet, although I've been looking for it forever.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I finally decided.
Is this for drawing and stuff you want to use it for?
Yeah, sort of. Well, it depends, because I still like my iPad for that, but it's too old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good enough for graphic design, just not for anything else I want to use it for.
Yeah.
And amazingly enough, even though it chokes me to say this, I'm probably going to go with the Amazon tablet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Whatever works for you.
I mean, I was looking at all the competitor Android tablets, and they're pretty much all the same specs.
Yeah.
Except Amazon's tablet comes in super cheap, and they let you do it in 5-month installments.
Oh, okay.
So for like $20, they'll just send me one. I'm like, well,
Right.
why not? That's the worst that can happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a lot of productivity out of it, I mean, hell, even if you made something out of that tablet that made you even a little bit of money, you'll pay for the tablet.
More importantly, let me try it on Alexa.
Yeah.
And
well, you can try it on Alexa by buying a dot for $20.
That's true too.
Yeah.
But now I can try out Google Home and Alexa.
Oh, there you go.
And more importantly, it was just getting annoying to stream from my phone or from my PC.
Yeah.
That's like the oh my god, can I just say I love Chromecast, and I wish Apple would let their HomeKit be more available. Like literally the CES, almost no one released HomeKit compatible anything.
Yeah.
It's
just
all
too restricted.
Yeah. And they put you through the same sort of hoops that they do with the App Store.
Gotcha.
Which is fine. But it's like, do you really need like all this security scrutiny for like a light bulb? Or or for a a plug? A Wi-Fi enabled plug?
Right.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I hear you. So
Especially, oh my god, just thinking of some of the stuff I can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's like IFTT and stuff like that, but just being able to say, Alexa, do this or do that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I turned on somebody's thing.
Alexa, call me an Uber. Yeah.
That's the cool thing, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like when you think back to when I know we talked about this 2 weeks in a row, but like when you think about when Apple first created Siri, they didn't really seem to think ahead to what it was used for.
Yeah, and they actually bought Siri. Siri was another program that was separate on the App Store.
Yeah.
And they bought it and incorporated it in the OS.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I don't think they've fully explored what they wanted to do.
It's kind of like I was watching a video of like an elegy today for GoPro, because they had the market to themselves for 1 billion years, and they just didn't see it coming. Like what eventually happened.
Yeah.
Like the cheaper Chinese competitor